Hello, writers, readers, in-betweeners. Dalia Faulkner here, and today I am going to be chatting with you all about the inspiration behind the film #Bless the Movie. In the beginning, my mother had this idea to somehow modernize the story of It's a Wonderful Life. And how could we do that? Now, at this point, I had never written a script before in my life, totally crazy. And she suggested that I give it a try. And I figured, well, what's the harm? I mean, I can always revise it. Why not give it a go? Initially, the first spark of idea belonged to my mother. But when I began writing, I took a lot of inspiration from the pains in my own past, my own personal experiences being a college student, what life was like for me in college. I weaved much of that into the story. People always tell writers to write what you know, and so I did. I wrote what I knew. I knew what it was like to be in college and in debt, stressed out, feel like I was never making enough money, that I wasn't doing well enough, the feeling of not being enough or having enough, doing enough. Fill in the blank, that's where I was at. I put a lot of that into the story. Now, I don't want to give too much away. It's a Christmas film, but there's lots of beautiful Christmas magic, but it's real. As far as inspiration goes, that was another big thing for me when I was writing it. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie, but I want people to be able to relate to it. I want it to feel real. We've all had those moments where we're kind of in that dark night of the soul, and we have to find our own way out of that. You know, Christmas isn't always a cheerful time of year for everybody. So I wanted to find a way to put all of that into a movie where everybody can take something away from it. For example, Jessie, the lead character, loses her parents at a very young age, and so the holidays are a very trying time for her emotionally because it was a very special time for her parents. That's the reality for so many people in the world. Fortunately, I still have both of my parents, but I have experienced plenty of loss in my life, and so I implemented quite a bit of that experience into the story. Other inspirations I used for the film: when you watch Jessie and her grandma have these moments play out on screen, and they kind of banter, but they have fun and they do these silly things together, and grandma has these beautiful words of wisdom. Quite a lot of that is taken from my personal life and little nuggets of wisdom that my mother has bestowed upon me. A lot of inspiration was taken from personal life. There's definitely quite a bit that has been fictionalized. I will say that when the film is shown for the first time, I will likely feel very vulnerable because there are pieces of my life in that movie that I got to see unfold and play out, and were very emotionally trying for me to watch. Because I had experienced it before. I put my heart into the film and into the story, and I hope that it shows on the other end for you as you're watching it and experiencing it and eventually reading it. Inspiration was really taken from pieces of my past. Even though the pieces of our past can be painful, sometimes they can be really beautiful teachers for us in the present or even for the future. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this fun little share about some of the inspiration behind #Bless the Movie. I look forward to chatting with you again very soon. But until then, go barefoot and live whimsy. Bye.